Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sideline. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Clippers, not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference. And of course, there's Utah, 3.5 games behind. So here are the Jazz starting five. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's George in at the one. And for the Clippers, it's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest. And stretch. Can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Here's George. Markkanen outside. 4-3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's George, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Outside Sexton, down to 5 on the shot clock. Collins, no good. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Harden. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Zubac with a screen on Sexton. Harden. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
It's George with the drive. Pass to Kessler. And here's Sexton, defended by Dunn. Kessler, a screen on Powell. Back to Sexton. There's the triple. He buries it from 3.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taking those.
Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They focused on you, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Now here's Dunn. Here's Powell. Outside Jones. It's Powell on the wing. It's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Harden. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, he's a major threat from the mid-range. Markkanen loves taking advantage from that.
Zubac with a screen on George. The drive by Harden. Done right side. And stolen by Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Markkanen. Finished off the break. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
That's a textbook pass by Harden. He knows to move the ball when his shot isn't there off the pick.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Clarkson's checked in for Utah.
First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Jordan Clarkson.
George outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Harden. Powell outside. Outside Jones. The three ball. Clarkson grabs a miss. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Dunn's shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Clarkson up top, defended by Dunn. Blocked! 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Harden. Lots of room. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Here's Hendricks. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Eubanks. Great D that time from Zubac. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So the Utah 5 right now. Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Here's Eubanks. Nails it from 3.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson passing. He's developed that portion of his game.
Batum with a screen on Sexton, and it's Harden penetrating, and then Harden with the jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Porter Jr. comes in for James Harden. Sexton with it. In his last outing, 16 points for him. He takes it in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Nick Batum.
Driving inside with a purpose. Sexton taking it right to the defense and drawing a good foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback. Just a dynamic scoring guard.
Utah's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Eubanks. Sexton against Batum. Unloads from 13. That one's good for 2. Sexton's got 7 points.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Porter finds Bamba. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Porter against Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Eubanks. Over Bamba. The shot by Eubanks, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Way to ride rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Eubanks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Here's Clarkson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Pass to Porter. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one's on Clarkson.
First team.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
For the Jazz, Collins, he's checked in for Eubanks. Collins Sexton comes in for Clarkson. And it's George in for Mills. Knocked loose. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And it's Porter with the ball for Los Angeles. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Ryan, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
George feels it out a bit. Outside Sexton. Puts it up. George, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Inside, here's Bamba, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
And then Porter with the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Sexton, that's good.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Utah, second.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Some changes for Los Angeles. Powell, he's checked in for Coffee. Dunn comes in for Mann. And it's Harden in for Porter Jr. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And it's Harden penetrating. Pass to Bamba. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by George. Jazz trail by 5. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
LA basketball.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubats comes in for Bamba. And it's Jones in for Batum.
Greg Jones Jr.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And Harden with the slam.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Clippers. Unloads. Up in time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Zoo, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Utah Jazz. Fellas, you gotta love watching teams go at it like this.
Love seeing it, Ernie. It's fun to see these teams, the fans, and us in the studio.
Yeah, it makes me want to get there and play again. You guys good if I go suit up for the second half?
I would love to see it. You good with playing for free? Because if you leave, we're not paying you for skipping out of here. And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
Sometimes, Ernie, I watch this guy, and I'm just in awe of James Harden. He could do so many things on the floor. And the way he dices up the defense, man, watching him play is like watching a work of art.
I'll say. And you did a great job of painting that picture.
Man, this guy is a new age. You know what I'm going to call him now?
Hold on. I'm laughing at my own joke.
Okay, there it is.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Los Angeles leading by 7. It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Over to the left wing. Here's Collins. Tipped.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Harden, the pass to Jones. Here's Zubac. Back to Jones. Up top, Dunn. From deep. Utah grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
George against Harden. Markkanen with a screen on Harden. Back to Markkanen. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. Collins passes to George. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Dunn outside. To the paint. Zubac against Kessler. Pulls up. Again, the Clippers score.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on it.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when it comes to getting high percentage looks, here are the big men who know how to get it done. Ivica Zubac, third.
The challenge for bigs is not only to create high percentage looks, but to also finish consistently. This group, they do just that.
And having bigs who can score efficiently in the paint provides a great counterbalance to the perimeter shooting that we see so many teams possess. Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
I appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his third foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Hendricks has checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for George. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Collins. On the wing, Sexton. Here's Hendricks. Clarkson for three. Drains the triple. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
Porter, an easy 2 on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Sexton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Sensabaugh. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 6. Wing shot on the way, and he comes up with a bucket.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
Now here's Porter. Give him 8 points now. Here's Batum. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player. It is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for John Collins.
Isaiah Collier.
41 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. On the wing, Porter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Batum sets a screen. Pass to Coffey. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Coffey's got 8.
Well, Batum can do a little of everything out there, including making quality passes to wide-open guys.
And here's Clarkson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Williams. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Harden. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Collier. Beyond the arc. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that one.
And then Harden with the jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Collier. Here's Eubanks. Offline with a 3. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Powell right side. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him.
Yeah, and so many defenders fall for the Harden fake because he's such a prolific scorer.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Yep, that one goes.
Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
The drive by Harden. Powell finds Zubats. Back to Powell. From the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Eubanks. Collins comes in for Hendricks. Sexton's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Clarkson. Oh, stolen by Harden. Pass to Powell. Now here's Jones. Dunn outside. Back to Jones. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. And Zubac with the basket on the assist from Jones.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense in finishing style.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Out to Powell. Fires in the triple. Powell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Kessler finds Markkanen. Now here's Sexton, defended by Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kessler. From downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden can't hit. Utah has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Shoots. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
And the shot goes.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for James Harden.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now here's Markkanen. Collins finds Markkanen. Again, Utah.
He's a good passer. I think that gets lost in Collins' ability to score the ball.
Pass to Powell. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Dunn outside. Jones in the post. Markkanen's there. Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dunn. From behind the arc. That one no good. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Sexton passes to Kessler. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Kessler, 3 points.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, it's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, James Harden.